Well, earlier this hour, we told you how a Georgia jury reached a verdict in the trial of 3 white men accused of murdering Ahmaud Arbery last year.
And there was a brief outburst in the courtroom as the judge read the verdicts.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Travis McMichael, guilty. I'm going to ask that whoever just made an outburst be removed from the court, please.
Well, Travis McMichael was found guilty of malice murder, and all 3 defendants convicted of felony murder in the killing of Ahmaud Arbery. So tonight, here's the breakdown.
Travis McMichael was the man who pulled the trigger. He was found guilty on all 9 counts. His father, Gregory McMichael, was found guilty on 8 of 9 counts, including felony murder, but not guilty of malice murder. And their neighbor, William Roddy Bryan, was found guilty of 6 of 9 counts. He was found not guilty of malice murder, felony murder, and aggravated assault.
So what is next in the murder trial of Ahmaud Arbery, and could this verdict influence future cases?
Criminal defense attorney Rachel Fiset is here now to answer our questions. Welcome, Ms. Fiset. You know, first off, can you explain the split verdicts to us? What's the significance of Greg McMichael and William Roddy, being found not guilty on some charges?
The difference is that Travis McMichael was the shooter, and as the shooter, the jury found him guilty of intentional homicide, intentional murder. The other 2 were found guilty of felony murder, which is also a first-degree murder charge, but it is murder in the commission of a felony. So it's slightly different. I don't know if in sentencing it will make a particular difference to the rest of their lives, but the charge that the other 2 were found guilty of are different because they were not the actual shooter.
Rachel, during the trial, the defense claimed Travis shot Arbery, who was unarmed. They're claiming self-defense. Was this a good defense, in your opinion?
I would say no, and the jury agreed. The footage is very obvious in showing that they were chasing down an unarmed man that was doing nothing to them. So it was a clear verdict that you cannot chase an unarmed man, instigate violence, and then claim self-defense.
Now, this was also called a citizen's arrest, Ms. Fiset, by the defense. So, with that in mind, could this trial impact future citizen's arrest cases?
I believe even Georgia is in the process of dismantling their citizen's arrest law. The citizen's arrest law in Georgia is a civil era law meant to trap or make an arrest on escaped slaves. These laws are very outdated. They are absolutely generally racist. And yes, I think that this really highlighted that a citizen's arrest in this type of instance is absolutely not a correct defense and not a correct way to go about law enforcement.
Yeah. Well, there always seems to be maybe an appeal in cases like this. Do they have a case on appeal, and can they even appeal this verdict?
They can appeal the verdict. They probably will, or my hunch is Mr. Bryan is likely to appeal. I think that his lawyers have already said that he will do so, as his defense this entire time was, hey, I was just, hanging out to this party. I wasn't here. And he didn't pull the trigger, but he did videotape, and the jury did find that he was active in the false imprisonment of Mr. Arbery, and that led to his death, thus the felony murder charge.
All right, and of course, we also understand that there could be a federal trial as well, federal charges to come down. Well, Rachel Fiset, we want to thank you so much for joining us, and a happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for having me.
You're welcome. And stay with CBS 2 for continuing coverage of the verdict. Coming up, sentencing the Ahmaud Arbery murder trial. We'll have it for you here on CBS 2 News. But